Hey everybody, it's Shelly. Don't mind my mess behind me. It's part of my reselling stuff. I am Shelly. I am a reseller. I am a law of attraction mentor and coach. And I love doing videos and talking about the law of attraction and talking about reselling clothes for the most part and living a life where you look forward to Mondays. So I am going to go over and share this really quick on Facebook. And I am live right now. Okay, so if you have any questions about creating or attracting money into your life, just let me know. And I would be glad to answer any questions that you have. With that said, I just want to remind everybody that we are all on our own path. We're all in different places with money and relationships and life. And some of us are doing better than others. And some of us, like for me, I had everything that I felt like I wanted the last several years, just doing great in life. And the only thing that was really missing was the finances. And I just kept struggling and struggling and pushing and pushing. And Oscar's being a brat. And it finally clicked for me. It finally clicked. And what really clicked for me was the fact that you cannot do your affirmations or your vision board or watch your videos or whatever your method of using the law of attraction to your advantage is. You can't use that and not have the feeling and the gratitude for what you already have and what you're already spending. And you can't do that and then bitch and complain either in your head or vocally or whatever all day long about the money and the lack of it. You can celebrate it and you can talk great about it, but I hear so many people on Facebook saying, I am using such and such method. Like right now, the 555 method is super popular and everybody thinks it's the magic button. So it can be the magic button. So the 555 method is you write down your goal or your affirmation 55 times a day for 5 days. And then people get done with that and they're like, but I don't have it yet. Okay, so the writing of and I always suggest that you should do an affirmation, not a goal. So if you're doing a goal, you're like, I want $10,000 in the next 2 weeks. That is putting it out there like, I don't have $10,000, but I sure want $10,000. So the way to put it out there, which will reprogram your subconscious mind, is Shelly, these dogs are driving me crazy. Stop, you guys. I'm trying to do a video. Go out. Go somewhere else. Jazzy out. Jazzy out. Go kick his butt out there. Okay, sorry about that. So if you want to reprogram your mind, which is what all these methods are for, they are a jumping off point to reprogram your subconscious mind to a different belief. So right now you believe you don't have enough money. You believe that every time you get money, it goes to bills. You believe that you live paycheck to paycheck. You believe that just when you get a little bit of a nest egg, the car breaks down or the dog has to go to the vet or you have to miss work because you got sick and you have to use that money for whatever. So that's your programming now. That's your lack programming. That's your programming that you've had proof of for the last 10 years or 20 years or 40 years or 2 years or whatever it is. That's the proof that's what you saw your parents do. So that's your programming. So you have to reprogram your mind to think like a wealthy person. So wealthy people don't go into their day going, oh man, I really need new tires for the car. How the heck am I going to do that this week? Am I going to have to work more hours? Am I going to have to take on a second job? Do I need to get a loan? Do I have to finance it? No. Wealthy people know that they need new tires and they go get new tires and they don't worry about it because they know the money is there. They're confident with that. They're just as confident that the money is there as you are if you're struggling with money, that the money isn't there. So they're just as sure of that. And they're just as, like, they get just as much proof every single day that the money is there because they need new tires. They go to the tire shop. They give them their debit card or their credit card or their cash or however they're deciding to pay. And they don't have a worry in the world about that money coming out because they know it's there and they know it's going to be replenished. And so that's what you want to do. You can trick your subconscious mind into believing a new belief. There are two ways to do that. There's hypnosis and there is repetition. So with hypnosis, you need a hypnotist that can get in your head with your belief specifically. And that can be done through EFT, which is tapping. That can be done through regular hypnosis techniques of meditation. That can be the it's the one that Tony Robbins does. Neuro-linguistic programming, I believe is what it's called. Anyways, and then the other way of doing that for a lot of us who don't have access to a hypnotist or an EFT, emotional freedom technique practitioner, we can do repetition. So you go into these methods of the 555 or writing down your affirmations 5 times a day or making a vision board or making a digital vision board or whatever it is. And then we go, okay, but it's not working because I look at my vision board every day and it's got my Camaro on it and it's got my, I want to be a life coach on it and it's got my Disney trip on it and it's got, money all over it. I printed out a bunch of Monopoly money and put it all over it. Why am I not getting it? I look at it every single day. So the trick to this, the trick to really, really reprogramming your subconscious mind is the visualization and the feeling and emotion behind it. So you can do these affirmations, you can write them down, and maybe eventually something might start to click. But the fast track to it is the feelings and the emotions and the visualizations. So let's say you want more money, and that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about money. You want more money. So you start writing down, I, Shelly, am so happy and grateful now that I am attracting $10,000 a week into my life. I, Shelly, am so happy and grateful now that I am, got a raise at work, whatever it is. And I suggest that you come up with a certain number. And a really good way to get this number is you figure out what you would need to live comfortably, what your mortgage would be, what your car payment would be, your food bill, all your stuff, your vacations that you want to go on, what that would cost monthly, just your financial freedom, okay, what that would cost monthly. So let's say it comes out to $10,000, double it. So say, I, Shelly, am so happy and grateful now that I have $20,000 a month. And then you close your eyes, you close your eyes and you visualize what that's like. What are you going to give back to the universe, to source, to God, to the people for that $20,000 a month? Are you a woodworker and you are going to start making that furniture that you want to make? Are you a horse trainer and you're going to start taking on, horse training gigs? Are you my husband's a machinist. Are you going to be a consultant for machinists across the area that you live in? Are you going to start your own business? Are you going to get a job? There's people that, you know, like I have my own business, but there are people that really enjoy having a job, and that's totally fine. I am not here to tear you down because you want a 9-to-5 job. I would rather not have that because I love my time freedom, but there are people out there that thrive on that, and that's great. So what are you going to do? So you're closing your eyes and you're visualizing all of that. You're visualizing what it's like to walk into that office, what it's like, what your home office looks like, what it feels like to walk into that barn and see your next horse that you're going to train. Close your eyes and feel it with all your senses. What does it smell like? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What are your emotions? And then start feeling that gratitude. And when I talk about gratitude, I'm talking about, I describe it as the gratitude washing over you. You know how it is when you've just had something totally emotional happen to you in a really good way? Like you see somebody you haven't seen for a long time that you love, or you know, your wedding day or the day your child was born or whatever it is, just that, oh, it just feels so good. You're just so grateful and you're so blessed in that moment. That's how you want to feel. That's where that feeling comes from. You feel grateful and you can feel all of the senses of wherever you are. Are you a chef? Are you in your kitchen? Did you just taste the best pastry that you've ever made? So that is the key. So all these people that are saying, oh, this method or that method doesn't work, the law of attraction is a bunch of bull. Okay, number one, the law of attraction is happening. It's like the law of gravity. If you drop some energy, it's going to bounce back and get you. If it's good energy, it's going to bounce back and you're going to have a good experience. If it's bad energy, it's going to bounce back and you're going to have bad energy. So the law of attraction is happening, people. It's not the phrase the law of attraction is not the method. That's just the reality of it. Using the law of attraction to your advantage is where you can change your entire life. So learn to use the law of attraction to your advantage. Are you doing your affirmations every morning about money? And then are you going out into the world and bitching and complaining because you got to buy gas or new tires, or your kids need money for this or that for school, or you know, you got to get your hair cut, but how are you going to afford it, or whatever? You are contradicting yourself. You do your affirmations, you close your eyes, and it doesn't have to be this huge meditation. Close your eyes, do it in the shower while you're rinsing your hair, the shampoo out of your hair. Close your eyes and visualize what it feels like to be that woodworker, to smell that wood, to feel what it's like to have the chisel up against that lathe, you know, turning that whatever. Get into the feeling and the experience of it. And the more you do that, the more you put that into your brain, the more you put that into your subconscious mind. And then your connection with everyone else's subconscious mind will start spinning a new web for you, and you will get opportunities. You, out of nowhere, somebody will get a hold of you and say, hey, I hear you do woodworking. Could you teach my son how to do it? Could you make me a chair that'll match the ones that I have? Because it was my grandma's set and I broke a chair. It will be amazing the things that will come around. Just like right now, the things that come around that prove to you that you don't have enough money or you have to stay in this horrible job. You know, every time you try to get out of it, things, you know, turn around and you have to pay the vet bill or you have to put new tires on the car. There's just never enough. Just as evident as that is, when you start switching things around, the total opposite will be evident. You will be able to go to the tire shop and put 4 new tires on your car and not even bat an eye about it. You will get opportunities. People will call you out of the blue and say, hey, I heard you're training horses. I have a colt that needs training. How much do you charge? I'm totally willing to pay anything because I put all this money into this horse and I want him to be the best. So that you won't be attracting people that are lackful. You won't be attracting crazy, dramatic situations. You will be attracting opportunity, money, experiences, awesomeness. So it starts with those affirmations and those visualizations and feeling the gratitude wash over you. Feel the gratitude of what you have and feel the gratitude for what's to come. So when you get to that place and you start doing that, you do it every morning and every evening, just for a few minutes. Just write down those affirmations a couple times, read them out loud to yourself. If you have lots of people around, just say, I got to go in my room and do my meditation. Could everybody just leave me alone? They don't need to know what you're doing. Go in there and do it. And within a couple weeks, you will start seeing things change around. And during the day, when you get into those little lack scenarios in your head, like, how am I going to pay for that? How am I going to get that better job? What am I going to do? Go back to that visualization just for a split second. I mean, you can do it while you're driving down the road. I know I have. I'm just like, especially if I'm alone, I'll go, no, everything's going to work out better than I expect. The money's going to be there. It's going to be great. And then I let it go. Yes. And then it happens. It's happened to me in a matter of hours. And I bring up the tires on the car because that's what happened. I was frustrated about my car tires. I stopped myself from the negative scenario. I said out loud to myself, the money's there. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to work out better than I expect. 2 hours later, I got the mail and there was a check in the mail from something previous that I had totally forgotten about. And it was exactly what we needed to put the tires on the car. It happens that fast when you get into that new way of thinking, where it just starts becoming natural. Every time you slip into that negative place, no, everything's great. So I hope that helps you. I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful, Wednesday, hump day. And hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you hit the subscribe button, make sure to hit the bell so you know when I'm going live. And I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.